All right, Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. Things look to be A-OK in the land of MMG. It feels like we do this like every year or so, where Meek and Wale have this big fight, and somehow Rick Rose, Renzel, whatever you want to call him, Ricky Ross, he finds some kind of way to put together the MMG family, whether it's for his album coming out or a big MMG album or something where the MMG family is needed to be on one accord. So it looks like we're running down the same page, and it looks like history is repeating itself. All right. For those who don't know, Ricky Rose is about to put out another album. Shout out to the big boss, the biggest boss himself, Rick Ross, about to put out another studio album, Rather You Than Me. It's coming soon, and he was doing a listening party. I believe they're out in New York. And Meek Mill and Wale were in attendance. For those who don't know, Meek Mill and Wale have had their differences, to say the least. It's one of those relationships where you can look at it from both ends of this perspective. A lot of people look at it like Wale's the bigger brother who doesn't stoop down to Meek Mill's childish games, or Meek Mill's the big brother, the Brooklyn Harlem type brother who's always emotionally invested in what Wale does. Either way it goes. Meek Mill and Wale have had their differences. All right, for those who don't remember, Meek Mill was first upset that Wale didn't tweet his album out or something of that nature. He was upset a lot of people didn't tweet his album out. Meek Mill puts a lot into social media, if you haven't learned that yet. And then also, when Wale was doing a Breakfast Club interview, Wale's a very open and candid dude. He's a very open and honest and candid dude. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. And the Breakfast Club asked him about the Drake-Meek Mill beef, and Wale, even though, he knows Meek and him are on label together, he's like, look, Meek jumped the gun. Point blank period. Meek Mill jumped the gun. I don't know, why would you want war with Drake? And it looked like he was being honest. He wasn't trying to knock Meek Mill. He was just telling the truth. When you battling against Drake, you battling against an army. What Drake got with Apple Music and different countries listening to his music, Meek never stood a chance. Meek took it the wrong way, posted the interview, voicing his displeasure for what Wale said. It's really not Wale's fault that the dude is just an honest brother in his interviews. He gave his honest perception. It just so happened the person on the bad end of the stick of his honest perception was his MMG mate. All right. Wale took his Twitter account to tweet out pretty much to clear it up about the two being together. Wale said, fuck over the shit. Family is family. I had a good time vibing with Squad, Meek Mill last night. The BS behind us. We back up on our hip hop this summer. I think he's teasing the fact that MMG is going to come with this compilation album. Should have been happened in Ricky Rose's terms, but it looks like they're going to come with it this summer. It looks like they got some tracks together, maybe even on one of each other's projects, all right? With that being said, I want to say this as well as a side note about Wale. Anytime Wale is involved in anything that's going to create social media uproar or some tension, he'll get on his social media to address it. Remember when J. Cole dropped the False Prophets record, and there was another record as well, a couple records that was aimed towards Kanye, and we think Wale as well. Wale addressed that immediately. He's like, we're going to the game together. I'm not a false prophet. It's the reality of the situation. J. Cole, my brother for life, all right? So Wale always addresses stuff, and it looked like this was the latest thing that he addressed. He said, hey, look, me and Meek, we put all that bullshit behind us. Look, Meek liable if he put out a project tomorrow to get pissed if Wale don't promote it. So Meek's pretty emotional. Wale's another emotional guy. Both of them emotional in two different kind of ways. I look at Wale as more of an honest dude though, and Meek's more of a, I don't know, man. Like he'll cross you if you honest. It look like he could cross you if you ain't with him, winning with him. He could easily cross you. All right, that's what history has shown us. Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. Are you here for another MMG compilation album? Do you want MMG on one accord? What do you think about Wale and Meek Mill? Look like they're putting their difference beside them. The biggest boss, Rick Ross, said this would happen. All right, Rather You Than Me, I think March 17th. Thank you for the time, love, support. Salute. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@mrteleferro.com. Again, that's booking at ismistelaferro.com.